All right. Test.
Test.
Test. Test.
About the Titan, which was that small sub that was, down at, looking at the Titanic wreckage that imploded. There's a lot of social media out there about there's like eat the rich sentiment out there with memes and everything else. So people kind of jumped on this story. I've seen things like, Titanic 2, rich people 0, all this type of stuff here. So meanwhile, you had 5 people die in this thing, So I don't know. So it's just, is that type of stuff just, is it?
It's wrong.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, it's wrong. First of all, I am a firm believer.
If Dean says something is wrong, it's fucking wrong.
No, well, hear me out. First of all, when talking about making jokes, I don't believe there's anything off limits. Anything can be funny if done or said the right way. But there's some shit going on the internet that's just straight up going, yay, they're dead. Yay, the rich people dead. Jokes
Right.
are jokes, but like when you're just like praising the death of any human beings, regardless of class, age, gender, whatever, it's just fucked up.
Yeah. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand what the hatred for people that have things. I don't understand. I get it if you're, if you have a long public, record of being a horrible person, or you stole to get your, there's things like that. But it's the same way. Like, I don't understand people not wanting to see great athletes continue to be great, or hating an athlete because they always win. Well, be better than them. I don't get that. It's the
You
same
don't
with
see
people.
Nick and I being pissed off because Brian's fucking dick is so much bigger than ours.
Right. Some people
Keep
just are
striving
great
for
at some
great
things. That's right.
Yeah.
But the same thing with people.
Great shadow on the beach.
I mean, I don't understand why anybody would be like, just because they're rich, because they have money, that they deserve to die, or that they're not human beings like everybody else. I mean, I don't know a lot about the background of these individuals, but I'm assuming they probably did something of value in some regard or another, to earn their wealth. I mean, whether I don't know. I don't understand that. If hating someone just because
even if their
they're rich
dad
is
gave
stupid.
them their wealth, it doesn't matter. It's none of your fucking business.
Sucks to sucks. Get a rich dad. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
But you're gonna be
Didn't have
mad
such
that
a
their
fucking
parents were
deadbeat
rich and yours
dad.
aren't. Like, that's the fucking luck of the draw. Like, sorry. I just don't. Yeah, I don't get it. It's stupid. And also, like, not to be lost in this, there was a 19-year-old kid that was lost. The story. What I heard about that was pretty heartbreaking. That I'd heard that he wasn't necessarily. He had told, I don't know if it was a friend or his mom or something like that, that he didn't really necessarily. He was kind of afraid to do this, but he kind of wanted to do it. His dad wanted to do it, and things like that. It's awful. And at the end of the day, these are, whether they have what they do have or what they don't have, these are husbands, fathers, sons, whatever. These gentlemen, I don't know anything damning about any one of them. I'm not saying any of them were perfect angels. I don't know how they got their money or what they did or what they didn't do. I don't know. But all I know is I don't believe they deserve to die in a horrific way like that. So, But I mean, we discussed it last episode. Certainly there were some missteps when planning this. They were certainly warned. This was not advisable, not a good idea. Things were not rated for that depth. It had disaster written all over it. Mm-hmm. They chose to go anyway. Do they deserve to die because of that? I don't know that people deserve to die for. I don't know. It's not for who's it for any of us to say. Sure, maybe you would have done things differently. Maybe I would have done things differently. But at the end of the day, this is a loss. People have died tragically, and that's doesn't matter what their bank statement says. That people were lost in a tragic way. So,
yeah, you're right. It seems like a lot of people are it's a combination of. using the misfortune of others to try to get a laugh for your own personal stupid likes and follows and views and stuff like that. That's probably some of it. That's probably some of it.
No, but that's where I differ from you. I think making jokes about things are if it's funny, yeah, maybe you don't find it funny. That's fine. But if it's not, if it's coming from a malicious point of
you're saying you don't mind like the joke like Titanic 2, Rich People Zero, like you get a chuckle out of it.
That's a clever joke.
It's a quippy little thing.
Right?
Is it in bad taste? Some may say yes, some may say no.
Again,
but that is a joke. But that's different than people online being like, "Yeah, fucking rich people are dead." Awesome, like that's
not funny. Is an opinion. The words that's not funny is an opinion.
You're right. You're right.
So whether you find the joke tasteless or not funny, that's on the individual hearing it.
Yeah.
But again, I am not condoning just people celebrating the death of other human beings.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's the line not to cross, and that makes sense. Okay. Hey, good analogy, Nick. We talked about that on the Gen X podcast, where the Tom Brady, that was the topic we were talking when he retired. It was like, why do people hate a guy who's just simply achieved greatness?
Right.
Because you have it. That's why some people have it.
Unfortunately, he's the greatest football player ever, arguably.
Well, it's some people choose to tear people down around them versus try to do what they need to do to improve and rise themselves up and or look for the own happiness.
Look at the hate.
Now,
LeBron James still gets to this day. People just want to see him lose, and it's like, why? Like, I mean,
just because.
Go ahead, Dean.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have a little. It's not like I want LeBron to not succeed, but I selfishly, because of when I grew up and this pedestal that I have Michael Jordan on, I don't want LeBron to win as many as Michael Jordan did. But
that makes sense.
I still want LeBron to succeed. He's by all accounts a fantastic person and an incredible athlete. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, why don't you want to see him continue to dominate and do great things? I mean, he's gifted. So, but sorry, that's
And you shouldn't hate Tom Brady for his money or how many championships he won. You want to do something. Make jokes about that he now looks like somebody's aunt that wants to talk to your manager.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I hate? Actually, I do hate Tom Brady for, and you might think this is ridiculous, but I think once you hear my reasoning...
Did he give up Giselle to lose a season of football?
that is not commendable.
Team with Convincing Idiots. Brian and Nick here. Like and subscribe.